Hey guys, here's my third and final back-to-back upload for the day. I'm basically uploading all three of the videos. The first one being the Chargers grading, the second one being the week 9 predictions, and then this one being basically the mid-season analysis / recap of the 2019 NFL season. I'm recording these basically within an hour, all within 30 minutes to an hour of each other. Or let me rephrase that. All three of these videos are basically being recorded back to back. When I'm setting one up to upload, I'm starting to record the next one. There's the last one of this recording session. I'll probably be releasing yet another video later today, and it'll be a gaming video. I don't know if it'll be on the PS4 or on this, so you'll have to see that later. Anyways, so let's start with division. The Patriots are 8-0 in the AFC East. The Bills are 5-2, Jets are 1-6, and the Dolphins are 0-7. So I'd say in each division, I'm going to say what's expected and what's unexpected. What's expected is the Patriots being 8-0. What's unexpected is the Bills being 5-2. And that's in a good way. The Bills are typically not a team that does well, so the fact that they're doing well this year is kind of surprising. So next we have the AFC North, where the 5-2 Ravens lead it, with the Steelers 3-4, Browns 2-5, and the 0-8 Bengals. The most surprising record, I'd say, is in terms of hype, it's the Browns, because 2-5 is definitely not where people put them. But in my personal opinion, it's the Steelers being 3-4. Big Ben's injury does play a huge factor in that, but the fact that he's the only reason that they're that they were 0-2 to begin with does speak volumes as well. And obviously the Ravens were kind of expected since the other two did shit the bed. So there's that. AFC South, Colts lead 5-2, Texans 5-3, Jags and Titans are 4-4. They're one of the most competitive divisions in football right now. I'd say most surprising is actually the Colts because of the whole Andrew Luck retiring thing. And I don't really have a most unlikely scenario because, the Jaguars being 4-4 is surprising with Gardner Minshew, I guess. But I guess the unexpected is the Colts, and I guess the expected one would probably be the Texans. The AFC West, the 5-3 Chiefs lead it, 3-4 Raiders behind them, 3-5 Chargers, and 2-6 Broncos. So more than likely, Kansas City misses 2 more games, which means it gives every other team in this division a chance to catch up and potentially make this a division again. Most surprising, I'd say, is the Chargers, but a lot of that has to do with injured reserve members. And this is the surprising thing in a bad way. Now, the most expected thing is the Chiefs leading the division this year. That kind of was expected. It was expected to come down between the Chiefs and the Chargers. Obviously, Chargers have struggled with a lot of injuries and just bad play in some of their games in terms of discipline. So, yeah, but that's the AFC West. Okay, so we went through AFC. Now let's talk about the NFC. 4-3 Cowboys, 4-4 Eagles, 2-6 Giants, and 1-7 Redskins. Most surprising would probably be the Eagles only being 4-4. And then the most disappointing, I'd say, is actually the Giants. No, not the Giants. I'd say the Cowboys, because those are the only two teams you can really make any merit for. The other two you already knew were going to play bad. Okay, NFC North, Packers 7-1, Vikings 6-2, 3-1 Lions, and that's 3-4 Bears. So I'd say the most surprising in the positive light would probably be the Packers being 7-1 because of them actually having a defense. Now, in terms of the most lackluster, I'd say is the Bears. The Bears had a lot of hype as the number 1 defense in all of football, basically all the way through the offseason. And because of that alone, people had them winning the division again. But unfortunately, you need a much more competent offense to do that, and they simply don't have it. So, yeah, the Bears are basically the most saddest of teams for that division. The NFC South is led by the Saints at 7-1, Panthers 4-3, Bucks 2-5, and the Falcons being 1-7. Disappointing team would have to be the Falcons. They should definitely not only have 1 win. Yeah, and I guess The most expected would probably be the Saints leading the division. I don't know if anyone predicted them being 7-1, especially considering I think 5 of those wins was with Teddy Bridgewater, not Drew Brees. So yeah. And the final division is the NFC West. The 8-0 49ers, the 6-2 Seahawks, 5-3 Rams, and 3-5-1 Cardinals. The most surprising in terms of record, the 49ers and Cardinals are tied. The Cardinals, nobody thought was going to do literally anywhere near 3 wins, or even 1 or 2 wins is basically what their cap was for most people, even with Kyler Murray. So they've already surpassed most people's expectations. Obviously, the tie does help. And then obviously the 49ers being 8-0. Nobody really predicts 8-0 to anyone starting a season besides maybe the Patriots, so that's pretty shocking. I'd say the most disappointing team would probably be the Rams, to be honest. I mean, yeah, they're 5-3, but they definitely should not have lost to some of the teams they did lose to. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go look at lead leaders right now. Okay, so the lead leader in passing, Jared Goff, 2,367 yards. Aaron Rodgers, 23-24. Rivers, 23-15. Andy Dalton, 22-52. And Patriots, 22-51. So, that's... Most shocking person would probably be Andy Dalton, considering the record. Most likely, that isn't shocking, is Rodgers. Rushing-wise, Dalvin Cook leads the league 823, Leonard Fournette 791, Nick Chubb 752, Christian McCaffrey 735, and Chris Carson 659. Most likely would be Christian McCaffrey, and then least likely would be Nick Chubb. Receiving-wise, Michael Thomas leads with 875, Cooper Kupp with 792, Julio Jones with 712, Stephon Diggs with 76, and Chris Godwin with 705. Most likely to be up there would probably be a tie between Julio and Thomas. Least likely to be there in terms of numbers would probably be Chris Godwin, to be honest. Okay, now for defense. Tackles, we have 89 for Hicks, 83 for Martinez, 76 for Buda, 75 for Bobby Wagner, and Joe Schobert with 73. I'm not going to bother saying which ones for that because those are just tackles. Sacks, Barrett has 10, Garrett has 10, Jones has 9.5, Jordan has 8, and Hunter has 8. Most shocking would be Barrett. Most likely would be Myles Garrett. And interceptions, 5 for McCourty, 4 for Jenkins, 3 for Collins, 3 for Gilmore, and 3 for Sherman. Most shocking is actually that there's 3 Patriots up there. And then I don't really have a most likely there. I guess Richard Sherman. Now let's talk about one last thing. I'm going to predict the MVP. Or no, I'm not going to predict MVP or anything like that, actually. Only thing I will say is offensive rookie, I think, would go to Kyler Murray. And then defensive rookie, that's a tough one, actually. I'm going to go Nick Bosa. And in terms of MVP, I think it's probably going to be Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, or Christian McCaffrey, honestly. But anyways, that is the 2019 midseason, I guess, reaction. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry, guys.